anyone's parade. I am so not. I am just here to bring insight to where insight needs to be brought. First of all, I would like to ask anybody, are you guys having a problem with Instagram too? Because Instagram will not mess with me. I don't know why I talk like I talk on my podcast or anywhere else you could find me. Matter of fact, go check out Voices of Courage with Randy J on Anchor and anywhere else you can find me. Just Google me. I don't have a problem with a platform being a douche anymore because I realize what you stand for. If you're a douche platform, you're a douche person. So all can I do is accept that you're a douche. You know what I mean? And if you don't want me, that means I don't belong on platforms. I'm sorry, that's how I take it. You douche me off, then I'm gonna douche you wherever I freaking go. So therefore, if you don't want me on your platform, then you can screw off. Um, I was just wondering who else had this problem. A minute ago I was on Instagram. Granted, I haven't even been posting on Instagram lately, but when I do, I do. Uh, I don't even have the energy to be mad at anybody. If Instagram does, I'm not gonna sit here and decipher like why can't I post on Instagram? I'm done. If they didn't refresh my shit and I can't get back on, guess what? They're nothing to me. Just like I'm nothing to them. So therefore, Instagram will not be in my vocabulary anymore. I don't need them, don't want them, don't care two shits about them. I understand I'm still on Facebook because they're a part of Instagram and they need to know what the hell I'm still saying, right? I'm no idiot. Let's make this very clear. I'm not an idiot. They're still going to be trying to listen to me. So therefore, listen to me. Listen to me to say the same stuff that I've been saying. Stuff to empower, stuff to enlighten, stuff to uplift people. So if you don't want that on your platform, that's sad. Kind of makes you wonder, what do you stand for? That's all I got to say about that. Because that's where we are in this world today. Well, the platforms that we use, we have to sit here and ask and wonder, what the hell do you stand for? What do you stand for? I'm waiting. I'm not no idiot. There's been platforms that I've used and then I've had, good engagement with, and all of a sudden it's like cold turkey. Don't think I haven't noticed. Don't think I'm not talking about you anymore. Like, I'm not. You don't want me, I don't deal with you. You're non existent. Because that tells me what you stand for. I was good for you for 1 minute, and then you probably found out somebody, you know what I mean? It's like, you shouldn't have people like that, whatever that is, represent your platform, or somebody that's just a free thinker. And what are you going to do? The people that you probably are stand for money. And so therefore you're going to be like, oh, well, we don't want to destroy our money platform, which you probably said you stood for something, people's voices in the beginning. That was a lie, because apparently what you stand for is what we see before us. And just by me saying that, is that a problem? It's only obvious. You get to be a freaking fool not to see it. Am I mad? Nope. Just would like to get that off my chest and say, you're welcome. If you're really welcome. It's better to know what you stand for, someone stands for, so you don't waste your time playing around with somebody just because they want to use you because you have a lot of follows. Because people will use you because of your following. That's what it's about. If you're a follower, if you're not a follower, then they can't use you, and then you'll find out if their platform is really about the people's voice. That's the key into knowing if a platform all of a sudden just doesn't deal with you anymore, or you're like, wait, what happened? It's probably why. So I did just come on here to say that. You're welcome. Because I'll never stop being about integrity, people being uplifted. I'm not going to sit here and downsize any platform or people just to be popular or just to keep my platform. Like, that's beneath me. Like, to me, What's the point of even being on social media if you can't build off of your own integrity and your own what you stand for? And you gotta, I get it, I talked about it earlier, be mindful what platforms you use and all that stuff, but I'd be damned. I never did nothing on Instagram. I don't do nothing on anything. If you pay close attention to my content, I'm pretty, whatever you hear, you can hear on my podcast. I'm very mindful of what I say and how I say it, but I make people think. Think. People don't want people to think. You don't want people to think that we've been indoctrinated, we've been brainwashed. Nobody wants, I done told you people. When I say people, I mean humanity, what the whole thing is. We were not ever supposed to be free thinkers. Education was invaded and said we want thinkers out. We want no critical thinkers. Do your homework to figure out who said this, because they're still circulating. Or you know what I mean. And at some point, are you mad at them? I can't even be mad at these people. You know why? Because they did it and they did it well. It's up to us as a people to decide when we want to stop being stupid. You know what I mean? I can't keep pointing my fingers at the government. No, they're there to do what the hell they've been doing. We just been told that they're supposed to do right by us. That's funny. No, we are supposed to do right by us. So if you're one that likes to sit back and point fingers at the government all day long, then why do you vote? That makes no sense, right? So it's called accountability. And accountability, when you point fingers at everybody else, accountability is when you start with self. And then when you start with self, you can be like, oh dear, I have been just being so complacent, putting all my trust in other human beings, which they are human beings. Human beings will fault you, will always. God says, do not follow man. Okay? Especially if you're a believer and a reader. And this is your MO. Is your book upside down? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to smack some sense into some people. Because, see, I'm not going to coddle people and be like, oh, let me care about your feelings. Because, no, the simple fact is they don't care about our feelings. So why should we be sitting around here trying to coddle? The truth is the truth. And all I'm saying is pump your brakes. Pay attention. Stop co-signing. Because when you say that's they always been doing, you're co-signing the shit. You're saying I ain't gonna do nothing. But yet, before you, any leader, because I don't see them now, if they had that same mindset, we would be probably not better off than we are now. Because we can say, where are we now? We haven't gotten that far. But to be honest with you, we have. Look at your past of your life and look at some other people. We have gotten further. Some of the situations you would think that we'd be better off of. So watch the words and the power that in the power you put into what you speak, because we have been better off. We have seen change. And if you don't think so, then you might want to sit down and press rewind and then thank God for your precious ass right now that you weren't in times that we've had before, and see the growth. Because when you don't see it, you don't see movement. So if you don't even see the growth, then you're never going to see movement, because you're still stuck in the same mind frame that nothing has gotten better. Where's your gratitude? Probably in the dollar bill. If that's where all your gratitude is, you'll never see any change. You'll see a cycle. So all I'm saying is, are you guys having the same problem on Instagram too? I was just trying to figure out, like, let me get back to the original question. Like, oh my God. Like, I would just like to say to Instagram, can be completely sincere. Gosh, if I'd be sincere right now, it's not gonna sound good. Okay, let me find better words. Thank you for your services, but you're not needed anymore. And Until next time, and to all you lovely people that do give me a time of day and are about being free thinkers, I appreciate you not being controlled and not saying, I trust him because he's a rid of those people. They're liabilities. Anybody that can be altered in their mind just like that, you must let history. Well, anybody that's not willing to even do any history check, they're not going to have too much progress moving forward because you got to even know what you're moving from. These are facts. I didn't know what to tell you, but you're not going to be moving too far if you don't even know who you're moving from. And for us colored, whatever you want to call it, melanin, black people, African Americans, we can't just pin history as slavery. There's so much more to it. Stop living in just that because that's all you're going to see. That's all you're going to dwell in. We were kings and queens before slavery. Okay? So let's go back to that and then we'll start empowering ourselves and realize that we are something and we are somebody. Okay? And then we can probably say, okay, now we can look past slavery and see that we do need to know our history. We weren't just slaves. Get that out of your head. Stop teaching your kids that. I'm out. This is coming from a teacher. Once a teacher, always, because I'm always still growing and learning and teaching myself. A teacher isn't just because you got a certificate. Do your homework. Know what you're talking about. Just like my title earlier. Educate before you open your mouth. Deuces.